Yo, what's up, guys? Give me 1 minute here. Let me tweet out the stream and then I'll get into it. Yo, what up, Jake? What up, boys? Let's get this money. Give me 1 minute. Let me tweet out the stream and then I'll get into it. All right. Yo, what up, guys? What up? Thanks for the preseason content. Of course, man. I love the preseason. Let's go. NBA. Markkanen and Levine tonight. Definitely viable. We got news Otto Porter's only going to play the first half, so he's kind of out of play for me. But it's sounding like the other starters should play into the second half, so don't mind Markkanen or Levine. With this slate in general, there are so many forwards and centers I like, so it's kind of tricky because, again, there's so many guys I want to plug in my lineup. Like the two-game slate on Saturday, there was some pretty clear-cut value plays with JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, and Mari Spellman. But in this slate, like, there's so many different ways you can go. So let's just go over some news really quick. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I've been tweeting out a lot of news here recently. So let's just go over what we know so far really quick. So let me go back to the beginning of the day. Okay, so Knicks starters, Alfred Payton, RJ Barrett, Marcus Morris, Randall, Mitchell Robinson. Kind of expected that. Let's see. So the Magic starters kind of got limited in their first preseason game. It's sounding like they're going to get more work tonight. The Magic, last year, the starters got a good amount of runs, so they're a team I'm definitely considering. And then some other news. These are the Hawks starters, Bembry, Damian Jones, DeAndre Hunter, and then Trae Young and John Collins, obviously. We got news that Fizdale says he wants to play Kevin Knox a good amount of minutes. We don't know how many, but that seems to be pretty safe to target Kevin Knox. The Bulls starters, Dunn, Levine, Porter, Mark, and Felicio. Let's see. Again, I already talked about this. Otto Porter's only playing the first half, so he's out of play for me. The other Bulls starters, I assume they're going to go into the second half. And then Bobby Portis is out. He was one of the power forwards I did really like on the slate. He's not playing, so he can't go there. It's probably a little bit of a boost to Julius Randle. These are the Magic starters. Again, the typical starters with Fournier, Augustine, Vucevic, Jonathan Isaac, and Aaron Gordon. The Wizards starters, Ish Smith, Brad Beal, Justin Anderson, Hashimura, and Thomas Bryant. Hashimura looks like a pretty solid value play. He's a rookie. Again, the younger guys probably going to get more run here in the preseason. Beal, though, he's out of play for me. Only going to play 15 to 16 minutes, so kind of cross off Beal. The Magic starters, again, they tweeted out the normal starters. Mo Bamba, they said he's going to play limited minutes. He was a value guy I was considering, but with him only playing limited minutes, we can't go there. We got the starters here for the Hawks and Pelicans. I already talked about the Hawks starters. Pelican starters, Zion, Lonzo, Drew, Brandon Ingram, Derek Favors. Pistons news, so if you guys watched my video, the Pistons' first preseason game last year, the starters got a lot of run. Andre Drummond got like 35 minutes. One of the beat writers saying that he doesn't really expect that tonight, but I'm thinking he's just kind of guessing, so I don't know if we can take that fully into consideration, but it definitely does worry me with some of the Pistons starters. Let me run through the guys I'm liking here on the slate, and then I can go to answering questions. Again, Twitter is your best friend here for NBA preseason if you're ever curious. But yeah, we got 22 minutes until lock, so let's start with it. Again, there's so many forwards and centers I like in the slate, so we'll start with center. Drummond was a guy I was really high on, but again, it's sounding like they might limit the starters a bit here, which does worry me with him. I think if I'm picking between the two options, I'm going to lean towards Vucevic now, because if we look at the Magic preseason games last year. This was their second game last year. The starters got a lot of run. Aaron Gordon 32 minutes, Vucevic 31 minutes. The rest of the starters like in the mid-20s. So again, they limited their starters in the first preseason game because they had like 3 straight like full-on practices before. But it's sounding like the starters are going to get more run. So if I'm picking between the 2 top centers, I'm going to lean towards Vucevic. I talked about Zion and Giannis. I think they just have the highest floor out of anyone on the slate. I think Giannis is probably the most popular. Again, in the Bucks' first preseason game last year, Giannis played 22 minutes, but he crushed in that amount of time. Zion's a little bit, unknown. He's a rookie, right? But he has so much upside. The Pelicans and the Hawks is the game I want the most exposure to. 2 bad defenses, should be really fast-paced, so I do like Zion as a spun-up. We do have the over-unders out for the games, too. Detroit, Orlando, 213. New York, Washington, 221. 228 for the Pelicans and Hawks. 223 for the Bulls and Bucks. So obviously, the Pelicans and the Hawks are sitting at the highest over-under. Again, I want a lot of exposure to that game. Julius Randle, like him a good amount. Bobby Portis just got ruled out, so maybe Randle gets a few extra minutes. We saw whenever Randle gets minutes, he just crushes. So he's a guy that if he gets 20 to 25 minutes, I think he can crush against his Washington front court. I like him as a spend up. Markkanen's solid at 6.1K, definitely viable. I just probably prefer other guys in this range like Randle and Collins, but Markkanen's still in play. I'm not saying he's out of play. I just prefer Randle and Collins right below him at 5.9K. Again, this game's the highest over-under. Randle, Collins in the mid-range. I like those 2 guys a good amount. Other centers, I don't think I want to go Brook Lopez. I think the minutes are going to be limited for him. Mitchell Robinson's a guy I do like just because, again, this guy can crush in limited time. Probably going to play 20 to 25 minutes. He's a guy that can get you 5 blocks in that amount of time. So, the Wizards' front court was a front court that we wanted to target players against last year. Not afraid of Thomas Bryant, not afraid of Hachimura. So, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, I like those guys as, kind of in the mid-range here. Derek Favors, I don't mind, but he was questionable coming into this game with a hamstring injury. Maybe he gets limited. So I don't think I'm going to go there just because, again, the hamstring injury does worry me. Mo Bamba going to be limited minutes. I can't go there. Thomas Bryant at 5K, certainly in play. Again, there's a lot of good bigs on this slate. Christian Wood's a value guy that I'm definitely considering because the Pistons said they might limit the starters here. He's a guy that when he got minutes, he can crush. So we saw it 2 years ago in the Summer League. Christian Wood was like the Summer League All-Star, and we saw it even last year with the Pelicans with all his injuries. He's a guy that can crush one given minute, so he's another value guy that I do like as a big. And then below that, I don't think I want to go anywhere else here. Robin Lopez, I'll pass. I don't see the upside in Morris or Gibson. Felicio's picking up a start, but there's just upside higher on other guys. That's basically it. So there's a lot of centers and power forwards I really like in the slate. I really think the optimal way to go is to plug in 4 bigs into your lineup and go from there. As far as the power forwards go, again, I think Giannis has the most upside of anyone on the slate. In 22 minutes, he crushed last year in the first preseason game. I already talked about Zion and Randle. Blake Griffin's interesting at 6.6K. I like the price tag, but I think he gets limited minutes, so I'm probably going to pass there. Aaron Gordon's a guy I like in the mid-range as well. In that the Magic's second preseason game last year, he got 32 minutes. So, the matchup not the best. Magic and Pistons, this should be a slower paced game, but the price tag makes him in play. Again, Otto Porter I'm avoiding. Jabari Parker, I kind of like him just because he's small forward eligibility, so you can plug basically 5 bigs into your lineup if you play Jabari at small forward. So definitely don't mind him. Again, he's going to be a guy, when he gets minutes, he's going to be out there and shooting the ball a lot. Kevin Knox, same thing here. We got reports that he's going to play a lot in this game, so he's the guy that's also, when he's out there, he's going to shoot the ball a ton. Brandon Ingram, definitely don't mind either. The Pelicans, it's going to be interesting to see how the offense works with, a starting lineup of Zion, Drew Holiday, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Derek Favors. Again, they're going to want to push the pace. Atlanta, one of the worst defenses in the league, so all 5 starters in play. Probably wouldn't go Favors because of that hamstring injury, but Ingram, Lonzo, Drew, Zion, definitely in play. Let's see. I'll get to you guys' questions here in a sec once I finish this. Hachimura, again, he's picking up a start. I think, he's a rookie, so maybe gets a little extended time at 4.8K. He's the guy that was, one got minutes in the Summer League. He was very productive, so he's a pretty solid cheap option on the slate. Jonathan Isaac too. So a lot of the Magic guys are really cheap on the slate. Isaac's a guy that doesn't necessarily have to score to get you there. He can get you there blocks. He can get you there steals. Detroit runs big, so I think he's a pretty solid, cheap option. And then, Iggy Brazdeikis off the bench. Don't hate that. He's probably going to be aggressive, shoot the ball a decent amount when he's out there. And then that's basically it, I think. Yeah, I don't think I want to take a shot on any of those guys. So let's move on to small forward. Already talked about Giannis. Already talked about Aaron Gordon. Chris Middleton, probably going to pass. I mean, I like targeting Middleton and Bledsoe when there's no Giannis. With Giannis most likely playing, I don't think we have confirmation on that yet. I'll check Twitter in a sec. But, I'm just going to prefer to pay up for Giannis over Chris Middleton. Again, Jabari, I like that he has small forward eligibility. Jabari and Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox should play a lot of minutes in this one. Ingram definitely viable as well. Marcus Morris I think is okay, but I think there's better options. Let's see. Thad Young, I guess. I mean, he's not a high usage guy, but I like that he's small forward eligibility. Again, Jonathan Isaac, I kind of like that play as a value play. Should play some pretty decent minutes here. Let's see. So Fournier, again, like these Magic guys, I'm never high on like the Magic guards with DJ Augustine, Fournier, but these are guys that are probably going to play mid-20s minutes. So I don't hate the idea of going Fournier. Again, he's never really a guy at target. It's just the price tag that makes him in play, and I think the minutes will be pretty solid for him. So at 4.2K, I think he's a decent option just because of the price tag. Other cheap options, let's see. The two Bucks guys with Connaughton and DiVincenzo, don't hate the idea of going there. They're both min price. So those are value guys I guess I would consider. Then we get to guards. So Beal, again, I don't want to go there. He's only going to play 15 to 16 minutes. Drew Holiday's interesting at 6.9K, but it's going to be interesting to see how the offense works with Zion in there now. They got Lonzo, they got Ingram. So I think the usage is going to go down for Drew a bit, but he's definitely still in play in a really high over-under game. LaVine, the matchup's not the best here against Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a pretty solid defensive team, but we know LaVine. He's going to shoot the ball a ton when he's out there. So he's a guy in the mid-range that I'm definitely considering. The Chicago guards, so they're starting Chris Dunn, but it sounds like they're going to rotate all three guards here, Sam Ramsey, Kobe White, and Chris Dunn. If I'm going to pick between those 3 point guards, I think I would lean towards Kobe White maybe because he's a rookie, maybe gets a little extra run, but no one really standing out as far as the point guards go for Chicago. Derrick Rose off the bench, probably don't want to go there. RJ Barrett's picking up the start. We know he's going to shoot the ball a ton when he's out there. It's just a matter of can he knock down the shots. We saw it in the summer league. Like, this guy can play big minutes and hurt you. So his shot has to be falling for him to get you there. So at 4.9K, he's a little risky. Reggie Jackson at 4.6K, I'll probably pass. Terrence Ross is going to be a guy that's going to shoot a ton when he's off the bench. So Alexander Walker, I'm torn here. I really want to play him as a value play. If you guys followed me in the Summer League, this guy was a Summer League All-Star. He crushed it. He was probably the best. Him and Lonnie Walker probably the best looking Summer League players. So he's a guy that I want to play, but I just don't know if the minutes are going to be there. It's sounding like he might be in that third rotation off the bench. He might not even be in the backup, so that does concern me. But I love the upside on him. I just don't know if the minutes are going to be there. Let's see, again, I talked about Bruce Brown Jr. He's a really low usage guy, but he looked decent in the Summer League. Maybe he gets a little extra run. Again, Connaughton, DiVincenzo, two min-price guys from Milwaukee. Chicago's defense, nothing to be scared about. So those are two value guys I don't hate. And then point guard. So Trae Young at the top, 8K. He has a lot of upside, but I just like spending up on bigs in the slate, so that's why I'm not going to go Trae Young. And we've seen it in games, in the regular season. If his shot's not falling, he can get you a pretty bad fantasy outing. So for that reason, again, I'm going to lean towards the bigs. But Trae Young, if he's knocking down threes, he does have huge upside. Already talked about Drew. Already talked about LaVine. Again, Bledsoe probably staying away. Then we get the mid-range. So I like Alfred Payton and Lonzo Ball a decent amount here in the mid-range. Both guys pick up the start. Both, I would project, 20 to 25 minutes in, two of the higher over-under games. So Alfred Payton, Lonzo Ball are two guys that don't have to score to get you there for fantasy goodness. They can get you assists, rebounds, steals. So those are two guys in the mid-range I do like a decent amount. And then, again, we already talked about the Chicago guards. Let's see. Markelle Fultz coming off the bench, it's okay. Again, DJ Augustine, these Magic guys, I don't like playing them, but I think the minutes are going to be pretty secure from, if we look at the minutes from the second preseason game last year, he played 26 minutes. Again, he's not a high usage guy, but at 4.4, so I actually do kind of like him as a value play at min price. And then that's basically it. So let me check Twitter really quick, see if we got any more news. Lots of Bucks not playing. Thanks for tweeting that to me. Okay, so a lot of Bucks are out here. Giannis, Bledsoe, Middleton, and Ersan all out. Okay, so that definitely changes things. Do check. All the Bucks are out. Yeah, Giannis. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, all the Bucks are out. Giannis, Bledsoe, Middleton, Ersan. So let's try to break down the Bucks really quick before I change my lineup. We got 10 minutes, so I got to get Giannis out of my lineup. Giannis, Bledsoe, Middleton, Ersan. Okay, so let's look at the other Bucks. Then, I really like Connaughton here. I really like DiVincenzo as value plays. Brook Lopez is okay, but I don't know how many minutes he's going to get. They got the Lopez brothers. Those guys are not really high usage. I guess they are pretty thin up front if Ersan's not playing. Don't hate the idea of going either Lopez, but I think my favorite value plays for the Bucks are going to be Pat Connaughton and Dante DiVincenzo. So let me go ahead. Give me 1 minute here. Let me switch my lineup around here. Again, don't play Giannis. Don't play Bledsoe. Those guys are all out. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Well, now I got a lot of rearranging to do. Thank you for tweeting that at me. Okay, let's try to get to your guys' questions here. Loving Pat Connaughton. Yeah, Pat Connaughton and DiVincenzo now are probably my favorite Bucks. Let's see. Levine or DiVincenzo. They're different salaries, right? Levine's at 6.3K, DiVincenzo's min price. It really depends. Thoughts on Zion? I like Zion a decent amount at 7.1K. I think he has a lot of upside to go up against Atlanta. Giannis is still going to be 15% owned. Yeah, there's going to be dead lineups for sure. How long will Zion play? So the starters for the Pelicans last year in the first preseason game played like 20 to 25 minutes. So I think that's a safe projection. That's probably a safe projection for most of these guys on this preseason slate. Besides the Magic, I think the Magic probably will play the most. Zion, RJ, the move. Yeah, RJ's a little riskier. Again, if his shot's not falling, it can hurt you. But if he's knocking down threes, yeah, 4.9K, definitely viable. Lots of guards out for the Hawks. Who else is out for the Hawks? Let's see. I'm still trying to rearrange my lineup here. What do I want to do? The problem is I like a lot of the guys in the mid-range, so those value guys, I don't even know if I have to go there. Right? Because let's look at spend-up guys. Now, who are expensive guys that I like? So Giannis. There's no Giannis, right? Beal, going to play limited minutes. Can't go there. Trae Young, I think he's going to be pretty popular now just because there's not a lot of good spend-ups on the slate. Drummond, might play limited minutes. You never know. Vucevic, I like as a spend up. Zion, I like as a spend up. Drew Holiday's decent. Randall, I like as a spend up. Blake Griffin might play limited minutes. Aaron Gordon, solid. So there's really a lot of guys in this mid-range that I like. And I think you can definitely leave some salary on the table for sure. You guys digging Lonzo? Yeah, I do like Lonzo. How long? Okay, I already talked about that. Markkanen or Bryant? It's tough. I don't know. I think I would lean towards Lauri Markkanen, but it's close. Crabbe, Goodwin, Herter. Okay, yeah. I mean, those guys were. I think I already tweeted those guys were out. With all the guards out, fire up Trae Young. Yeah, I mean, Trae Young's looking like a pretty solid play now with all those guys out, just because there's not a lot of good spend-ups on the slate. Again, I'm still trying to rearrange my lineup here. Beal minutes. Beal's only playing 15 to 16 minutes, I said, so he's kind of out of play. Limited, yeah. Vooch, yeah, I think Vooch is pretty solid. Again, the Magic starters got a lot of minutes in the preseason last year. They got limited in this first game, but that's because they had like 3 straight full contact practices or something before, so they limited the minutes. They said they're going to extend the minutes a bit this game. Top plays. Well, value plays again. I think it's Connaughton and DiVincenzo now for the Bucks, just because there's so many guys out, and I want to spend up on a lot of the bigs. So I think Zion, Vooch, Randall, John Collins. Man, I got 100 over budget. This is tough. Trae, Vooch, Gordon, yeah. Value Milwaukee guards to fit Young in. Yeah, again, I think it's DiVincenzo and Connaughton from Milwaukee. I mean, Wes Matthews is okay. George Hill's okay. Those guys are veterans, though. I think they get less run. So Kyle Korver, again, I don't think he gets that much run. Sterling Brown's decent, too, at 4.2K. Don't forget about Sterling Brown. But yeah, Sterling Brown, Connaughton, DiVincenzo. I think those guys should get some decent run here with all those starters out. And again, that's so much usage to go around with all those main guys from Milwaukee out. Who is guards out for the Hawks? There's a lot of the scrub guards out for the Hawks, and nothing really to I'm going to be concerned about there. Is Porter Jr. playing? Yeah, Porter Jr. is playing, but he's only playing the first half, so I can't go there for this slate. I like Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's fine. The Bulls have 3 point guards with Dunn, Kobe, and Satoransky. It's going to be interesting to see how they all fit in together. Are you guys playing Blake Griffin? I don't think I can go Blake Griffin. The minutes are going to be probably limited according to the beat writer, but the price tag does make him in play. Jordan Boone for the win. Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, I mean, Isaac's still a solid value play. He's a guy that doesn't have to score to get you there at 4.4K. The minutes should be pretty secure for him, so he's definitely still in play as a value play. Bucks guards or RJ. I mean, that's close. The Bucks guards and min price. RJ's at 4.9K. I think RJ has a little bit more upside if you can knock down those threes. Thoughts on DeAndre Hunter? Don't think I want to go there in this slate. I mean, I get it, but he's probably not for me. Coach is really talking him up. Yeah, I mean, what's his price? He's probably min price, right? 4.9K. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, they are talking him up. Again, he's starting, going up against the Pelicans. He's viable for sure. Would you play Gordon and Griffin in the same lineup? You could. I mean, if I'm picking between those two, I'm going to lean towards Gordon just because what the Pistons beat writer said. Again, let's go to my Twitter really quick. Dwayne Casey isn't sitting anyone, so you should see a catch glimpse of Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, Derrick Rose. Probably not a lot of minutes, though. So that's why I'm a little, shaky on those Detroit guys. My lineup: DiVincenzo, Levine, Gordon, Collins, Vucevic, Trae Young, Zion, Isaac. That looks really solid to me. Thomas Bryant or Mitchell Robinson. I think the upside's a little higher in Mitchell Robinson, so I would go Mitchell Robinson. Jabari Parker, I like that he's small forward eligible. So, yeah, he's definitely in play. He's a guy that can crush in limited time. Trey, Holiday, Gordon, Morris, Vooch, Bembry, Zion, Damian Jones. Thoughts? Yeah, Damian Jones wasn't really a guy I considered, but he's okay. Bryant, Markkanen, or Collins. I think I would go Collins there. Trey or Drummond. Definitely Trey now with the Pistons probably going to limit their starters. Christian Wood. I like Christian Wood as a value play at 4.4K. With Drummond being limited, I think he's a really solid value play too. I'm taking the risk for Drummond. Yeah, I mean, they could still, the beat writer could be wrong. The starters could play 30 minutes. I mean, I'm just going off what he says. But yeah, Drummond, I mean, you never know. Greek Freak night. No, Greek Freak's out. Those Bucks guys are out. Giannis, Middleton, Bledsoe, and Ilyasova are all out. So there's a lot of value plays to go. Lineup is Trey, Connaughton, Gordon, Randall, Collins, DiVincenzo, Zion, Vooch. I like that a lot. There's so much usage to go around there for the Bucks. I would show you guys my lineup, but I have a lot of the guys in the 6:30 and 7 o'clock games. So I only have 2 guys going right now. I have Vooch and Randall. That's it. So don't really want to show you guys the rest of my lineup here. But yeah, I got Vooch and Randall right now going. And then let's see. The ownerships are Vooch is 35%, Randall's 53%. That's in the big $12 tournament. And then the $33 tournament, we got Vucevic at 31%, Randall at 52%. I'm just looking at other ownerships here on my phone. Good luck, guys. Yeah, thanks again for coming to check out the stream. I'll stay live for a few more minutes. Really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. Hachimura, 11%. I like that. Drummond at 22%. Okay. Alfred Payton at 24%. It was a close between him and Lonzo Ball. I went with Lonzo Ball, but I like Alfred Payton too. Markelle Fultz, 2%. Let's see. What else we got? Thomas Bryant, 23%. Don't mind that. I haven't seen Mitchell Robinson's ownership yet. He's a guy that I didn't play, but I do like. I haven't seen Christian Wood either. Jonathan Isaac, 6%. I'll take that all day. Yeah, Giannis is out. Barrett, 20%. Yep. Randall, 53%. I'm scared with no Randall. Yeah, I want Randall. We'll see. I mean, he's a guy that can crush in limited time. Ish Smith, 8%. Mitchell Robinson, 24%. Okay, that's solid. Brad Beal, 10%. I mean, can he get you there in 15 minutes? Maybe, but I feel like that's 10% of people who are kind of burning money there playing Beal at 15 minutes. MCW, Mo Bamba, not owned. Yeah, Mo Bamba, they said that he's going to be limited, so that's kind of why I didn't go there. Aaron Gordon, 25%. D Rose, 3%. Kennard, 2%. Blake Griffin, 8%. I haven't seen Christian Wood yet. Christian Wood is a guy that I liked as a value play a lot at 4.4K and maybe gets a little extra run here with no Drummond. Or not with no Drummond, but with the Pistons. I like the ownership a lot. Again, that guy can crush in limited time. I loaded up a 3 Magic. Let's go. Yeah, I got Vucevic. That's it. I had Augustine and Fournier, but I pivoted to some of those Bucks value guys. Pat C or Dante eating. Yeah, I mean those guys should eat with all those Bucks out. Sal Verde got 10,000 subscribers for NFL preseason. No one is doing videos. Those will boost your channel. Thanks, man. Of course, man. Really do appreciate all you guys coming to check out the stream. Any Giannis's ownership? I haven't seen Giannis yet, so I think people are pretty smart here. Let's see. I've yet to see a Giannis. Oh wait, yeah, no. Bucks are Bucks are at 7 o'clock. Yeah, you're right. Good call. Favorite Milwaukee and Chicago plays. I mean, Milwaukee, it's, DiVincenzo, Connaughton. Don't hate the Lopez brothers. And then Sterling Brown, too. Chicago side, probably Levine or Markkanen. I mean, Levine's going to shoot the ball a ton. Markkanen will as well. Bone 0% at FanDuel. Isaac only 7.6%. Yeah, I mean, I like that. The Magic starters should get a lot of run in this one. The Bucks playing an hour. Yeah, good call. I was looking at the Bucks ownership for right now. Right. But yeah, and you guys playing the showdown slate, 49ers, Browns. That is a really, really ugly slate. I don't even think I'm going to make a lineup for it, to be honest. Yeah, the 49ers are just a mess. So, will we get any more? I'm going to check Twitter one more time here, so if we got any more breaking news. Again, it's really important to follow me on Twitter, guys. I'll be really active once we get more starting news. Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet. George Hill. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate George Hill. It's just he's a veteran, so maybe he gets less time. Like, I'm kind of higher on those younger guys. Don't hate George Hill, though. Again, like George Hill. Let me go over the Bucks one more time. Oh, that's why. So yeah, no Giannis, no Middleton, no Bledsoe, no Ilyasova. The Lopez brothers are okay. Wes Matthews, okay. George Hill, okay. Kyle Korver, okay. Like, I don't see these guys seeing too much run. Maybe they extend them a bit, but I would rather play the younger guys like a Sterling Brown or a DiVincenzo or a Pat Connaughton. Yeah. Fade the showdown. Yeah, showdown's really, really tough. Chubb, Odell, both quarterbacks, Ratley, Seals, Jones. That's viable for sure. Yeah, no Rashard Higgins. Ratley should be the number 3 guy. They do have Callaway back. Maybe Callaway gets a little bit of run as the number 3 receiver. Seals Jones, probably the best pass-catching tight end, but just doesn't play a whole lot of snaps. Passing on it too, yeah, it's tough. Fade the showdown, right. I say who's getting the points on the Bucs side. So who's getting the points on the Bucs side again? Those veteran guys are still in play with Wes Matthews, George Hill, the Lopez bros, Kyle Korver. I just prefer playing the younger guys. I think they see a little extra run here. Um, 49ers, so many options, wide receivers, running backs. Yeah, it's like a dart throw, really. Like, if I'm going to pick a 49ers running back, I think it's going to be Burrito because I think he's the best back, but it could be a 3, possibly 4-headed monster. The wide receivers, like 5, possibly 6 man in the rotation. So, yeah, 4 running backs, no way. Yeah, 400K pot is just too tempting. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Maybe I'll throw a lineup in there. We'll see. I got Levine. I like with the Bucks guards out. Or you think I should switch to Lonzo? No, I mean, Levine's fine. He's going to shoot the ball a ton when he's out there. Definitely don't hate that. Like the guards, and there's a lot of solid guards in the mid-range. Like Levine, Alfred Payton, Lonzo Ball. Those are probably my 3 favorite in the mid-range. Again, those Bulls guards, Stan Ramsey, Kobe White, Chris Dunn. I don't know how the rotation is going to look like, so we'll probably pass. Drew Holiday's too, definitely in play at 6.9K, and then Trey as the spend up. I can't fade the showdown. I'm a degenerate. Yeah, exactly. I say I'm going to fade it, but I'll probably throw a lineup in there too. I'm ready to win tonight's showdown. Let's do it. Only 3 running backs today. Wilson is inactive. Oh, he is inactive. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it'll be a 3-headed monster still, though, with Tevin Coleman, Breida, and Raheem Mostert. Kittle due for a big game. Yeah, he said he's due for positive touchdown regression. He has yet to score a touchdown. I think this game could be the one. So I do like George Kittle. You bet over a big game. I've been the captain in half my DFS leagues. Yeah. I think Kittle's, he's like the safest 49er in my opinion, just because he's going to play the whole game. The other, running backs and wide receivers, it's like a dart throw trying to pick who's it going to be. But yeah, with that being said, I think I might hop off here. Don't think I'm going to do a stream for the showdown slate for the 49ers and Browns, just because, again, I have a great feeling about it. I am going to have a video up for an early look at the week, 6 main slate for DraftKings for NFL, as well as how many games do we have tomorrow for NBA? I think we got a decent amount. Let's see. We do have a decent amount of games. We got what? We have a 5 a.m. game with the Rockets Raptors. There probably will be a showdown slate there, so if you guys want to wake up early, I mean, I wake up around 5 a.m. anyway, so I might throw a lineup in that. But other than that, we got Spurs, Heat, Magic, Thunder, T-Wolves, Suns, Nuggets, Trailblazers. So we should have a 4-game slate tomorrow. With the Hawks guards out, I like Reddish, but I have DiVincenzo currently hard choices. Yeah, I mean, there is... Oh, he has Yikes, never mind. LOL for a good call, thank you. It's 20 minutes limit, so not so much for his price. Another 4-piece McNugget tomorrow. Yeah, we got a good slate. I'll have that video up tonight for sure. Do NFL preseason, man. NFL preseason. I had videos up for NFL preseason. Oh, NBA preseason. Oh, wait. Fuck preseason, man. Do NFL. It's NBA preseason. Yeah, I mean, I'll have an NFL video up for sure tonight, as well as an NBA preseason video. Is Trae Young out? No. I'm pretty sure he got announced starting, right? Yeah, Hawk starters, Trae Young. No, Trae Young's not out. My boy Julius Randle, already 2 points and a board to start. Let's go. Okay, but yeah, again, thanks guys so much for coming to check out the stream. I'll have the video up for the NFL Week 6 main slate later tonight, as well as the NBA preseason slate for tomorrow. So again, thanks guys, and I will see you guys later.